Okay, great. These are actions for a song. Does anyone know what the song could be?
Oh, the Itsy Spider.
No? No? Okay. I'm going to add the words now, and you can just listen, okay? But you can do the actions. London's burning, London's burning, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fire, 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 pour on water, pour on water. Okay. Now we're going to do it with the actions and the words. Okay, so you need to sing. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
London's burning, London's burning, fetch the engines, fetch the engines, fire, 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 pour on water,
Wonderful. Now this time, you're going to sing it in your head, but you're going to do the actions, okay? But you three are going to start, and then you three, and then us three, okay? So you're going to do London's burning, carry on, fetch the engines, and when they're doing fetch the engines, you do London's burning. And when they finish London's burning, we start London's burning.
Yeah, I remember.
But it's all silent. Okay? There's no singing. It's just actions. You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Okay. You carried on. That's what's. Now we're going to try it with the words. Okay? So it should end. Pour on water, pour on water, pour on water, pour on water, pour on water. 1, 2, 3.
London's burning,
The actions as well.
London's burning,
London's burning,
London's
London's burning,
Wonderful. You only supposed to do it once, you could go on forever. But the fire was excellent. A lot of emotion in that. Okay, sit down. Hopefully that gives you a clue to what this session is about. Who would like to sit in the hot seat?
Nobody else was moving, so.
Can you help Alan find this word? Do not read it, but help him find it.
Wait.
How do you emphasize a word?
Or
No, you can use words.
How do you emphasize a word? Like a syllable in the word?
Oh, stress.
Fantastic. Choose somebody.
Melody? Every song has a...
rhythm?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So in this session we're talking about pronunciation, phonology, but particularly stress and rhythm. Okay, let's have a look at this.
Numbers. 1,
One,
2,
two,
3, 4.
Okay, so these are all stressed. They're all, it's the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can add a word, for example, how would we, and here. So how would we read this now?
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
No. Not if we were speaking English. We wouldn't say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, because that's not how English works.
1, 2,
1 and 2.
1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, it would be 1. So this would be stressed and this would be weak. It wouldn't be and, it would be it wouldn't be it would be a weak form. So it would be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And we can add more. It could be and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
1 and
2 and a 3 and a 4.
We can add more words. 1 and then a 2 and then a 3 and then a 4.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Again.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
And we can add even more words. 1 then after that a 2 and then after that a 3 and then it gets a bit more complicated. So this is because English is, what is it?
Language.
It's a
Syllable? Type?
yes. It's a stressed times language. So there are stresses, there are strong syllables, and there are weak syllables. Unlike Turkish, which is not a stressed timed language, it's a syllable timed. In other words, every syllable is pronounced every syllable is pronounced. You can hear every syllable. I mean, there may be stronger and weaker forms, but each syllable has a quality. Whereas in English, there are weak forms where the syllable is not recognizable. So and is no longer and, it's maybe 1, 2. This, of course, causes some problems with learners. So what is, when we talk about stress, a word is, or a syllable is stressed, what does that mean? It's stressed. What?
It is the most emphasized. Most emphasized.
Okay, so how do we emphasize it?
Louder.
Yes, it's loud. So it's given more oomph. What else?
Longer.
It's longer, usually, yeah.
Maybe like a tonal change on the syllable.
Yes. It's usually involved. It's usually higher. It's usually a change in pitch. So I want a cup of tea. It goes up. So there's a pitch change. Okay. So let's think about. We'll do another little activity, which is called a jazz chant. Are you familiar with jazz chants?
Probably.
Probably not. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Yes, we'll have the 3 ladies lined here, and the gentleman opposite. So this is your jazz chant. You are the girls, and you are the boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Could I ask you to be to do on that scale.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so can you sort of come a little step, both step in? So you're opposite, so you're opposite somebody. And the thing about this is we need to be very aware of the rhythm and the stress. Okay? So I'm going to be the teacher. When it says chorus, that means everybody. When it says girls, it's this side. And when it's boys, then it's this side. Okay? So let's try it. Shh, shh, stop that noise. Shh, shh,
Stop that noise.
Shh, shh,
Stop that noise.
Come on, girls, tell all the boys. Tell all the boys to stop that noise.
Please be quiet, stop that noise. Please be quiet, stop that noise. Please be quiet, stop that noise.
Come on, boys, tell all the girls. Tell all the girls to stop that noise.
Shut up, girls! Stop that noise! Shut up, girls! Stop that noise! Shut up, girls! Stop that noise!
Come on, girls. Come on, boys. Tell everybody to stop that noise. Shh, shh,
Stop that noise.
Shh, shh,
Stop that noise.
Shh, shh,
Stop that noise.
Tell all the boys to stop that noise. Wonderful. Thank you. Sit down. So that's a good activity to think about rhythm and to think about stress and to think about weak forms. Okay. Now,
Please be quiet.
it's a good one if you've got a noisy class as
First
well.
noise.
Pairs. I'm going to give you some words. I want you to look at the words and categorize them according to their stress pattern. So, for example, some of them will be two-syllable words, and they might be, for example, bum-ti, or they might be ti-boom. Some of them might be three-syllable words, so they might be, for example, boom, ti-ti, or they might be ti-boom, ti, or they might be ti-ti-boom. So can you categorize them according to their pattern? The first pair to finish will be declared champions. This pair claim to finish first, so we will declare them as champions. But we need to check. So what we're going to do is we're going to have two teams. Manchester United, Galatasaray. What you will do is one person from the team will come, take a word, write it in the correct column, put the word on this table, and send the next player. Okay? And the team that completes the most will win the game. Okay? So it's you four and you four. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Can I change?
Yeah?
One.
Not yet, we.
Okay, sit down.
I think we know who won here.
Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 black.
Wow.
Which team had the black pen?
We did.
The champions.
Okay.
You were
Now, you
you
were very confident, you were very quick writing your words under a particular stress pattern. Some of these words are not English words at all. They are totally invented words. But you still managed to say, where the stress was, where the stress pattern. How did you do it? How do you know?
Similarity.
Yeah. Okay. So you know the pattern of certain words, and there are you kind of expect that pattern to occur. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, these are not rules because stress doesn't work exactly like rules, but there are tendencies, if you like. However, there are some mistakes.
Yes.
There are, I can see 1, 2.
No, they're green.
Loom.
I can see at least 3 mistakes. So, if you want to change your team's words before we make the final calculation.
Afternoon. That's a made-up word.
It is, yes.
How about flower?
Flower.
Are you sure that works? Because in RC you don't say the R. Flower.
Put it into a sentence. I love Japanese.
Yeah, but the second answer is a schwa.
That's why I put it on the big side.
So it should be in the first syllable.
Flower.
Yes.
Flower should be on the first one. And the second one.
Flower.
When you count all the ones you got wrong, it's wrong. It's afternoon. It's her word.
Afternoon.
Afternoon?
That's what I heard.
That's what I'm
How about
That's why I like to do that.
Good afternoon. We won.
Can you move it?
Afternoon. Afternoon. It's afternoon.
Are you happy?
No, we're going to be. Where does the syllable fall?
I guess.
Where does the syllable fall in afternoon?
Well, it's definitely 3 syllables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it into a sentence. Sometimes that helps.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's afternoon. I know.
I'll see you in the afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Not so great.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Noon.
unemployed?
Which one?
Geonics is not a word.
Really, I thought I knew that word, but I felt.
You knew the stress pattern. Okay, so let's have a look at these. So, for example, 2-syllable words. The tendency is for the stress to be on the first syllable. Trousers. winter, daughter, vedel. This is not a real word, but it looks, you'd say vedel, not vedul.
Vidal. And barely see.
Open, flower. So these are all correct. But why, if the tendency is to stress the first syllable, why are these different? Is there anything about these?
Probably because of diphthongs and monophthongs.
Yes, yes, because very often the stressed syllable has a strong vowel sound. So, for example, oh, hello, oh. It's difficult to make this weak. Hello, it changes the word. And also maybe if there's strong consonants as well. So relax, act. It's difficult. Or is a long vowel sound. Otherwise it'd be before.
It's like other than
So if it's a long vowel sound, then it shifts the stress. Obviously these are 3 syllables. What about these words? Why do you think that's like that?
I don't know. I didn't put that in.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense if it's afternoon. Bibaloo.
Bibaloo?
Well, Bible would be here, definitely.
So I thought
But I think because we've got the loon, it makes it bibaloo. Okay. What I want you to do, and these are not rules, so don't spend a long time working it all out. But I've got a sheet here, which is 2 sides. Just kind of look at them quickly and think about what is the tendency. And there are a few little questions to help you. I mean, basically we've done the first one. So the stress usually falls on the first syllable in a 2-syllable word, unless it's a long vowel sound or a diphthong or maybe a consonant cluster, and then it shifts it. So just thinking about these tendencies. Don't spend hours trying to find rules, because there aren't any. So let's do it in pairs. 10 minutes. Go. Okay. So these are the answers. For example, one of the answers says, most stresses fall on first syllable of 2-syllable nouns, adjectives and verbs. But long vowel sounds, diphthongs and consonant clusters will pull stress to the second syllable. So which of these groups of words does this rule or tendency refer to?
Which question?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Yes. So the problem is, these are the answers, but they are in jumbled order.
Okay.
So you have to match the answer to the question. And it's answer B which explains group 1 words. See who can match the questions to the answers first.
Number 10.
Number 10. So, they're only playing cards. They're only playing cards. He ran out of the smoking room. He ran out of the smoking room. We mustn't miss the opening ceremony. We mustn't miss the opening.
Oh, no. My mistake.
Okay, let's look at 3.
3 is H.
If you look at these words, cassette, convalesce, are they English-looking words?
No.
No.
They're imported words. Shampoo, I think, is an Indian word. So these are imported words, they're not really English words. So the stress very often is on the ending because they're imported from a language where the endings are stressed, like Italian or something. Okay. What about 4? This is Alan's favourite, I think.
D.
Is this the idiolect? No.
Occasion.
I know. So this penultimate. So the so it's the one before the last one. Occasion, terrific, insipid, accomplished, characteristic. So it's usually vumpty. But 5, I think, is Alan's favourite, is it? No. What am I looking for?
Alan's favourite is 6. Open to interpretation.
6, yes, 6. Here are some words. Where does the stress fall?
Cigarette.
Or?
Cigarette.
Thank you. So some people say cigarette, some people say cigarette. What about the next word?
Controversy.
Or?
Controversy.
Controversy. Some people say controversy, some people say controversy. The next one?
Exquisite.
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 Different people say different things. What about the next one?
Ultimate exquisite. Comparable.
Or?
Comparable.
Comparable.
Comparable. Compatible.
What about the next one?
Detergent.
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 What about the last one?
Kilometer.
Or?
Kilometer.
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 So there are some words which are personal preference. These are correct. These are correct. So, what we have done is we've looked at stress within words. And there is always one syllable that carries the main stress in every word. However, if we're talking about rhythm, we need to think about
The sentence.
utterances, yeah. Because it's spoken, we need to think about tone units, but it's essentially the same as a sentence. So, for example, if we have no, that's okay. So, what I want you to do is turn to your partner and say this sentence. Pause during this tone unit.
Yes.
You did well.
And sister.
Can you say it?
I've got a brother and a sister.
Okay. So you paused here. So we could put 2 little lines here. And we could say, okay, it's 2 tone units in the line. Where is the main stress in this one then?
Brother.
Brother. Okay. Which syllable?
Brother.
Wow.
Brother. And what about this one?
Sister.
Sister. First. Okay. Were there any weak syllables? I've got a brother. So this is a schwa. And there's linking here. I've got a brother. I've got a brother. I've got a brother. So we head to this one. What about here? So this is linked, and these are both very weak. Sister. And also there's quite a big pitch change here. I've got a brother and a sister. And here as well. But this one goes up because we haven't finished speaking. And this one goes down. Okay, so this is what provides the rhythm. Within every tone unit, there is a prominence, a main stress. There's a secondary stress here. We don't say, I've got a brother! There's a secondary stress, I've got a brother. So this is a secondary stress, but the prominence, the main stress is here. So we can put a little line under got, because it's slightly stressed. It's like a secondary stress. Okay. Here is a text. What I want you to do is A reads to B. B listens and marks the pauses, the main stresses, and if possible, secondary stresses. They're not quite so important, but the pauses and the main stress. Okay? Then B reads to A, and A does the same thing. Okay? Then you compare and see if you have identified the same features. When you have done that, you turn over and check. But you don't turn over and check until A and B have both tried it themselves. Okay? And there are variations. But the pausing and the stress and the rhythm are all ways we can make the meaning come out. If I read this, for example, like this: sailing from Santa Cruz in the eastern Salmons, it took us 5 days to reach, and sat down at my glasses, I can't read it anyway. It was one of the most tedious journeys I've made. The continuous pitching of our small boat made it impossible to read or write. So it doesn't help us. The pausing and the stress is important when we're speaking. Why? Why do we stress things? What do we stress?
We stress to show importance.
Emphasis.
Convey meaning.
Yes. So we stress the content words. The words which carry the meaning. We don't stress the grammatical words, the articles, the prepositions,
What do
the
we call them?
suffixes.
They are not content words.
Grammatical words.
Yeah, I mean, A doesn't tell us anything.
Function.
Okay, function words, yeah. So we stress content because this is the information. What else?
Some all contents also selective.
Somebody said
Between.
emphasis.
Yes.
Emphasis.
Content words,
So some-
which are keywords too, carry important information.
Yes. Yes. So, okay. Are we just going to come up with lots of synonyms? Keywords, content words, important words, relevant words, meaningful words. So in a telegram, you would just put these words: give money now.
Stop.
But we also use stress sometimes for contrast, to make contrasts. So, for example, this activity.
Oh, we have a new activity.
Yeah. So here, there are 3 different responses. It's a mini dialogue, A and B. And B has 3 different responses. All of them are possible, but only one of them is kind of realistic, appropriate. Decide which one you think is the most appropriate response, and then think about how you would have to change A's utterance to make some of these others possible. For example, have a cigarette. Have a cigarette. And he responds, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. But then if I say, oh, go on, have another smoke. I don't. I said I don't smoke. So the stress might change. So think about what is the most appropriate response and how could you change it? Just 5 minutes.
Have a cigarette. I don't smoke.
You're trying to sound natural.
Interesting.
It's me.
Right, okay, it didn't sound like me. That's 2. A, B.
There's a lovely beach.
He can't swim.
Okay, so that would be kind of the natural response. You can't swim.
He can't swim.
But we could change it. So, for example, oh, come on, let's go anyway. I told you, you can't. You know, so other possibilities. Okay, 3. A, B.
Will you back at 5?
I hope we will.
Okay. 4. A, B.
Will? Oh, gotcha. I've got a very strange name.
What is your name?
So what's the correct one?
C.
C.
Right. What is the correct one for the grade?
What is your name?
What is the
3.
correct one for
I guess B, right?
Will you be back at 5?
I hope we will.
I hope we will.
Will you be back at 5?
I hope we will.
I hope we will.
I hope we will.
No, you'll change. Yeah.
Also, I'm conscious
I
now.
think yes. I think say it to me.
Okay, it could be. I hope we will.
No, say it
Will
to
you
me.
be back at 5?
All right. Will you be back at 5?
Yeah, I hope. I hope. 5 is an 8. I hope.
Will.
5. But obviously,
I hope.
Is there an afterlife? I
Well, I hope we will. Implying there's other people around.
yes, I hope we will. I hope they won't. Content conscious. There's also corrective. We use it for correction.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you said you're 42. No, I said I'm 43.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a sentence. Some of you have questions. Some of you have answers. If you have a question, be very careful about where the stress falls. And I want you to stand up, mill around here, ask your question, and see if you can find your partner.
Did Mike take Carol to John's birthday party last
No,
night?
we took her to Pete's party.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Did Mike take Carol to John's birthday party last Saturday?
No, it was the Saturday before last.
Did Mike take Carol to John's birthday party last Saturday?
No, it was last Sunday.
Did Mike take Carol to John's birthday party last Saturday?
No, he took her to the dinner John had earlier.
Right.
We're the only
stressing party.
male
Birthday
party.
party. No, he took it to
Kid
the
said
dinner.
something.
We're the only male party.
Oh, how interesting. Put your pieces of paper here
Yes.
and stay standing. And let's have 4 people here, 4 people here. We're going to end with a little jazz chant. Kind of topical. It's all about being a banker.
Not girls and boys.
No, we don't need work girls and boys.
Bankers and
Yes, choices.
Let's do that in school. Can we ever do that, John?
Okay. Now, you're going to be the questions, okay? And you have a little mark when you're asking a question. You're going to be the responses, and you do not have a little mark. But what I want you to do this time is before you say your line, I want you to step forward to the other group. So, for example, you will be here, where does John live? And then go back again. Where does he work? And then go back again. It's not one line, it changes. You have to be careful. Okay? Exactly. So let's try it. Think about the rhythm. Are you the questions?
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 3.
Where does he live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank. He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He studies at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his life.
Okay, nice. But not that nice. Don't make it staccato. It's a bit more melodic than that. So it's, where does John live? He lives there. Where does he work? He works at the bank. At the bank. So think about weak forms and stresses. He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the bank, at the great big bank. And we'll change. So we'll have questions, answers.
So this one, because how do you?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his wife. Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his wife. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where does John live?
He lives near the bank.
Where does he work?
He works at the bank. He works all day and he works all night at the bank, at the bank, at the great big bank.
Where does he study?
He studies at the bank.
Where does he sleep?
He sleeps at the bank.
Why does he spend all day, all night, all day, all night at the bank, at the bank?
Because he loves his bank more than his wife, and he loves his money more than his wife.
Jump. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's it. Stress and rhythm. Jump, 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 jump.